It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A Newcastle Council Ward 3 candidate is calling for immediate action to address an asbestos risk at the former Lambton police station. Vandals have smashed the walls of an old garage on the site, leaving several sheets of broken asbestos strewn across the property. Ward 3 independent candidate Kath Elliott says it poses a significant threat to children in the neighbourhood.
The former Lambton police station is a triple block. It's got lovely grass. And the parents have actually hung ropes from the trees and put rungs up the trunks of trees so the kids can climb them. So there are a lot of local children going in there using it as a sort of pseudo park, if you like, and that was really concerning to me because I thought they're at great risk going in there. It should be fenced.
A Merewether cricketer has now been charged by the Newcastle Suburban Cricket Judiciary following a violent on-field incident last weekend. The Herald reports Michael Varnum will face the judiciary within a week. However, it hasn't been revealed which offence he's been charged with. He's accused of hitting a rival Jules player over the head with a cricket bat after they ran into each other. Premier Mike Baird is being urged to keep a promise made by former Premier Barry O'Farrell to keep water catchments in the Hunter and across the state free from mining. The former Liberal leader made the pledge in the lead-up to the last election. However, a CSG operation at Gloucester and a renewed push to approve the Waratah coal mine in southern Lake Macquarie pose a threat to the water catchment in these areas. Georgina Woods from the Lock the Gate Alliance says preserving sensitive water resources should be an issue for all Australians.
We don't want to see water resources poisoned by coal seam gas fracking in sensitive areas. Australia is an arid continent. We need to treat our water with respect, and that means not allowing mining to occur in drinking water catchments.
A $1 million wall is being built at Glen Ridding in the Singleton Shire to shield residents from surrounding coal train noise. The 285-metre-long wall, as well as a house at Willow Tree, which will receive architectural improvement, is part of a trial by the Australian Rail Track Corporation. Mayor John Martin says more work will be needed to be done once the noise wall is complete.
After they've completed this wall, I suppose the investigation then is in place for other areas where there might be a need for a wall.
Hunter parents are being asked to make sure if their teenagers are eligible for school-based vaccinations after a recent survey found more than a third of parents were unaware of the service. School-based vaccinations allow parents to have their child immunised with government-funded vaccines, which are recommended for teenagers. Hunter public health physician Dr. David Durheim explains how cervical cancer can be prevented by school-based vaccinations.
The HPV vaccine, which provides excellent protection against cervical cancer, and most of the cervical cancer is actually prevented by that vaccine provided in schools.
Briefly, following a bitter 3-year dispute, Port Waratah Coal Services and unions have agreed to a new enterprise agreement for workers. And Environment Minister Rob Stokes says a future fund could be needed to clean up the lead contamination from the former Pasminco smelter at Bullaroo. Now with sport, Annabelle Regan.
Newcastle wheelchair athlete Kurt Fearnley was named Australia's Sports Personality of the Year for 2014 last night at the AIS Performance Awards in Melbourne. The 33-year-old beat out favourites including Socceroos captain Tim Cahill, basketballer Paddy Mills and surfer Sally Fitzgibbon. Fearnley was also named Newcastle Citizen of the Year last month. Cricket clubs are being warned by the Newcastle District Cricket Association to hand in outstanding first-grade match reports and scorecards by tomorrow or be faced with fines. The NDCA are becoming increasingly frustrated by the failure of some clubs to follow competition procedure and have already issued 2 warnings since January 1st. And 9-time Australian surfing champion Otis Carey is expected to get through the semi-finals this morning at Merewether Surfest Indigenous Classic. Carey impressed at day 1 yesterday, coming through with 2 wins from 2 rounds. That's sport. I'm Annabelle Regan.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 9.